So Camp Rangers have won the toss and have elected to bat first. So first runs on the scorecard. Camp Rangers versus OIS Blasters. OIS Blasters. Okay. Camp Rangers have won the toss and have decided to bat first. First runs of the first ball. Oh, that was a full toss. Missed out. That is Piyush Patel. Missed Piyush Patel in this season. Actually, the first match which he is playing. A very good all-rounder to have in a team. Almost a player in that Akshar Patel kind of mode, where he can bat well, bowl well. In fact, he is a better batsman than a bowler. So you'll have both fronts covered when it comes to Piyush Patel. Always a blessing to have a player like Piyush Patel. First match for him on show maybe. I haven't seen in the couple of matches which they played over here. They played some good matches. One of the matches was almost over. A couple of overs were remaining, and which was actually disturbed by the rain, the untimely rain which we had. These guys are here. They have enjoyed their matches over here. Some very good matches, some close matches, some one-sided defeats, some good wins. Everything's team has experienced a match in which the weather was the one which came in as an intruder and just spoiled the whole match. And beautifully driven straight to Arun Madhu. Again, a very good, promising all-rounder. Actually, he is does not do justice to his talent. Actually, has played cricket to the highest level in his prime, and now again he has a fantastic, actually, I would say, an attitude towards the play. Even if he gets an over or two to bowl, he may be one of the best of spinners. He does not complain. Even if he comes in late to bat, he's not the one who would have any grudges, or he does not. He's not the one who would crib about it. Just gets on with his business. But such a good team where everybody gets an opportunity. They support each other a lot. Down the leg side, that's the first extra of the innings. Wide down the leg side. So 3 runs on the scorecard. It is Camp Rangers. Even they have some mixed emotions. They had some very good matches, some close matches, and these guys enjoy to play over here. And this is one of those grounds where you get the complete experience of playing in the best possible ambience. Fantastic lights, wonderful outfield, good pitch. So what else do you need? Those are the basic criterias which you need, and almost everything in the checklist is done. The biggest factor is of course the ground, which is an absolute beauty, where you have just not it confined to that 60-yard pericircle which you have, that 60-yard radius. There are acres of land around it. That's the reason they say that's the thing people fall into love with this. It is one of those grounds in Mumbai where you have acres of land all around it. So, and a beautiful wicket, 5 wickets we have. This is the center wicket, so it would be evenly balanced boundaries on both the sides. That's Arun Madhu for you. Look at him throw on, and that is what I'm talking about. Almost created an opportunity. He was disappointed with himself because he wasn't able to throw it right on the top of some. That's an anomaly that you would find it very rare that Arun Madhu hasn't thrown the ball right on the top of the stumps. He would be disappointed with that effort, but he had to almost go 20 meters towards his left to go and stop that ball from wideish long off to extra cover to stop it from going for a second. For every other fielder, it would have been an easy two. He made it difficult for the fielders, but wasn't able to get the run out which he expected it to happen. But that's good. He has set good standards for himself. Remember, it's a darts tournament. These guys are no longer in their 20s. Most of them are at 35 plus, and some of them even have crossed 40, 45 even. But still, the spirit with which they play, the athleticism which they display, some of them may not be the most athletic ones, some of them may not be the most agile ones. Still, the effort which they show and the commitment which they have amongst the team, that is adorable. And the best part is, even if somebody falters and drops a dolly, people are not there to criticize. They just encourage him to do better. That is the one thing I have learned. Even if a bowler is going for plenty and he is been hit for a couple of sixes, the others would still back him for the next 4 balls and try and control the damage. The bowler invariably bowls the next 4 balls right on spot. That is the thing I've learned from people. Whatever you have at your disposal, maximize it. Convert your liabilities into an asset. That is the thing which I've learned from these guys. And what a shot this is. That was served to be hit, but that actually was hit with little less power and a couple of runs. A short interview of Yuvraj Singh was on social media a couple of days back when he was asked how much is strength important in your game. He said strength is was important. He said I used to hit in under 12, under 14, under 19 the ball a long way, but timing is the most important factor. He said Saurav Ganguly was not the strongest of all, but he used to hit ball miles away. So timing is an important factor more than power. You also need timing. But you have good strong shoulders that will help you to play the longevity. Like if you have a good innings, you may get tired after 6 over 7 hours after continuous running and hitting, but if you are strong, you can play for a big length of time. So that is also a big factor. You need to be having a strong core. That's good. That's good. So that's the best calling actually, which you have just seen over there. They did not say yes, they did not say no, they did not say wait. They just looked into each other's eyes and they ran. So the best communication is no communication at times. Looking into each other's eyes and running for it. So 9 runs on the scorecard, run a ball. Uh, there was a bad ball which could have been disposed for a boundary. There was a run out opportunity for Arun Madhu which he could have converted. So a couple of ifs and buts till in the first 9 balls. It's an 18 over game, and of course 5 bowlers, 3 bowlers to bowl 4 overs each, and a couple of bowlers can bowl 3 overs. So minimum 5 bowlers you can use. 3 bowlers can bowl the maximum quota of 4 overs. It's a shortened game. That's beautifully hit, and that's racing away towards the boundary. That would be the first boundary, accentuating the fact you do not need a lot of power, you do not need to put a lot of strength to hit the balls, just pure timing in it. Just punched it on the back foot into the covers. It was timing which carried it all the way towards that boundary. So when you talk of power, you talk of timing, things are important. So these T's are very important. You need talent, you need temperament, you need timing for cricket. And of course, you have to have a great talent. So talent, timing, temperament, all are important. You could see that hit beautifully into the covers. That was again very well ball. Look at the time. Oh, good stop by Piyush Patel. Great to see his fitness. Last year he was injured, but you can see what Piyush Patel is capable of. Tall guy, almost 6.5 feet, came down very easily on the ball. A fitter and finer Piyush Patel on show. PP, they call him fortunately, in fact fondly. And also, he would be the one opening the innings. 2 overs, 15 runs, 7.5 runs per over, an over in which they got 9 runs. So 9 runs on the scorecard, 15. So in fact, 15 runs on the scorecard, 9 runs of this over. Amish Dani and Aditya. Aditya has got 9. Amish has got 5. Nishit bowled that second over. Missed out on an opportunity to get that boundary over there. But one distinct thing about Amish's batting and also Aditya's batting, they are not trying to beat the leather of the ball. They are not trying to hit it very hard. They are just trying to time the ball. They are just trying to place the ball. So that's what we were talking about. The temperament, the timing, the talent, the T's which are important in cricket. He's trying to caress the ball. He's not trying to hit it very hard. He's not trying to manufacture any shot. He's just trying to play the ball as per merit, and he's trying to time it so well. So that is a unique feature which you have seen in the last 12, 13 balls which you have seen. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Not that well timed, but trying to just get it on the middle of the bat and try then find that gap. 16 runs. That back foot punch with minimum effort and good timing would have given him immense pleasure. When you hit a nice boundary, or when you get that half century, when you get those 4 fours or 5 fours and contribute for your team, or you take a diving catch, or you have a nice stop, that pleasure which you get, no amount of money can buy that. When you contribute for your team, when you get your team from a winless position and get that victory for your team, no amount of money can replace that. Oh, that's those things are just so special. That pleasure which you get and that content which you get when you contribute for your team, and you are made special by your special effort, that gives you immense pleasure. 17 without loss. We are into that third over. ISDT 6.0. We are coming to the fag end of the preliminary matches where we had the round robin matches. 28 teams, 7 groups, 4 teams in every group. We had multiple venues this time, as we already had a canvas for the tournament, where we have Lonavala as one of the most beautiful and scenic grounds. If you had seen Lonavala last year, it was much greener, much beautiful. They're working on that ground. It's a place which is still under construction, but within a few years, it would be a place to visit. Even now, with that fantastic background, it is a fantastic place to go. And you just fall into love with that ground, even one of the few grounds in Maharashtra where you have such a lot of beautiful scenic backgrounds and a natural place to visit where it is at the higher altitude. You will love to be at that place. Right now, a lot of concrete jungle around it, but still a place where you have playing in. Oh, that's smacked. Nothing time about it. Just it was pure strength and a proper strong hit. It wasn't. There was no intention of keeping it down. There wasn't any intention of just having pure timing. It was just smacked. An old-fashioned whack it was. It was just psyched from outside the off stump and hit it into that mid-wicket corner region. Something which you call, it's a scythe which you called it in our Konkani or Marathi language, a koita, where you have a whack and you break things into two parts. It was smacked that way. And if you get shots like this, if you pull or hit balls in front of square, maybe into mid-wicket cow corner, your confidence manifolds. If you can play those kind of shots, nothing like it. When you play a nice crisp cover drive or a straight hit down the ground, or you pull the ball into that mid-wicket cow corner or pull in front of square, those shots are the ones which you trigger off your better innings after that. So let's see whether this would be just a small trailer of what bigger and better things are going to come for this man on your screen. The right-hander has looked supreme with his touch. Aditya and Amish. That wasn't a lot of good footwork. In fact, he was completely tangled up. Still managed to get that single and get to the other end. Aditya with that single moves on to 11. Aditya in fact moves on to 15. 23 at the end of over number 3. 6 runs in the first over, 9 runs in the second, and 8 in the third. That is it, straight to Piyush and straight through him. Very rarely do we see him misfielding. He misfielded on that occasion and it has cost him 4 runs. He is aghast, he is disappointed. He sets high standards for himself. He is on ground after a lot of time. He prides his game, he prides his fielding, he prides his batting and bowling. He would be completely disappointed with that. He's one of those better fielders and it went straight through him. That can happen to the best of the fielders. This is a nice, smooth outfield where it is almost even bounce all throughout. So you do not expect the ball to be having a bad bounce. You can see that in some of the international grounds, even where the ball has a bad bounce, nothing at all that of that sort over here. It was just he did not get behind the ball in the right way. So 27 with that Aditya boundary. He moves on to 20 with that single. Amish Dani comes on strike, the left-hander. These are two different batsmen playing at two different ends. One batsman who wants to hit the ball very hard, wants to get those boundaries, and wants to make the ball travel in a greater speed. The batsman, on the other hand, is the one who plays with a lot of finesse. The batsman who is slightly mellowed, a batsman who likes to play with artistry. So two different batsmen, two different techniques, both very effective. They have the style of their own. That's what people say. What is style? The one which you do, which suits you the best. A technique which suits you the best is the best technique. See, that's what. See, look at him, just trying to caress the ball. He's not trying to hit the ball very hard, and still, see, effectively he gets a couple of runs. And is almost caressing a ball like a small baby, where you have your hand around his head. He's hitting the ball in that softest possible manner, and he's getting the same result what Aditya is getting. So both of them have different ways of approaching the game. Both are effective in their own ways. And Amish is the one who is almost like an artist with a paintbrush in his hand, trying to make his own painting. See, look at him playing the ball with soft hands, getting the ball right underneath his eyes. Aditya, on the other hand, is the one that is the aggressor. He wants to smash the ball. So two different ways of approaching a game, approaching life even, and both effective if you handle it well. See, beautiful touch again. What a shot that is. And some good footwork has halted it from going further. But that's what I was talking. Even the late cuts, even the glides along the third man is having it from the middle of the bat. It is not the edges which is trying to cut the ball. 31, last ball of a very good first 4 overs. 8 runs per over right now. The last ball of the fourth over. Aditya, he has got a boundary of the very first ball. He might try and maximize in the last ball. Will he play it safely for a single, or will he again go for a boundary? Nishit, it is. Oh, that's one opportunity. Width on offer. There is protection. But, oh, that's good footwork again. These guys, their first love is cricket. Of course, the second favorite game would be football. He saved a couple of runs for his team, putting his foot into danger, putting his foot on the line, and stopping it from going over. So 33 at the end of 4 overs, 8.25 runs per over. Amish is looking good on 14. Aditya is slightly better on 22. So it is. Oh, that is nicely driven into the. What a shot! This man, he might have got just a single on it, but he looks so elegant when he plays all those shots. 34 without loss. That is nicely driven. He plays some good shots in the way. He's the one who actually tries to manufacture a few shots, tries to improvise and takes chance. So a good combination to have, where you have at one end a player who likes to hold his own, play with some good technique. He must have played a lot of school cricket, this guy, and one who plays with a lot of discipline. Aditya on the other side, he also must have done, but he is the one who is trying to explore new opportunities, new way of scoring thing. He is not the one who actually just does everything in the basics. He tries to do see certain new things. Oh, that is through him. Again, not a single shot of anger. He's just conserving all his energy and playing some nice shots. Not trying to force the issue. Not trying to hit the ball too hard. Trying to use the pace of the bowler. Challenge would come when you have a bowler, bowlers like this who do not give a lot of pace. See, just a prime example where you have to generate all the pace on your own. So all that finesse which you have when you use the pace of the bowler, that goes away. You need to have your own energy. There is where your other skills also come in. That is outside the off stump. Good collection by the wicket keeper. Jay Parikh, it is, who performed well in the previous match. He was a very good contributor, Jay. a very different way of driving the ball down the ground, but that is effective. Arun somehow is not getting the throw right today. One of the best fielders, I would say, in the top 5 fielders of ISDT 6.2. He has taken wonderful catches every time he has come on the ground. He hasn't dropped any. In fact, he has dropped very little. Last year also, he took 3 catches in a single match, which are absolutely top class. So, a player who makes his mark with good fielding. We also have Arzan, one of other players actually plays in the SMPL, the other league. These some of the players they just make their name just by their fielding. Absolute safe houses they are when it comes to catching with big bucket hands. Very rarely do they drop catches. We also have Sarfaraz in those one of those dads team. He is also a very good catcher. We have different kinds of players. So actually, some of them are very good ground fielders. Some of them are very agile. But some of them, when it comes to high catching, they're absolute safe houses where they do not drop any catches. So the time for some hydration now, and of course natural H2O. There is no replacement to it. But when you need some salts to go in, when you need those minerals to go in, Electro-Rush, our official hydrating partner, those things are needed. Where you have to take care of the salts and maintain that balance. 7.6 runs per over at the end of 5 overs, which is good. The run rate, which was almost above 5, 8 point, sorry, above 8 in first 3 overs, just has slipped down. Just 5 runs in that previous over, the last over of the power play. And it is Anshul, I think, who has come to bowl. Anshul, generally, he's a very good batsman. He wants to roll his arm and check whether he can get a few wickets. A big appeal, for his one. Yes, completely negated by the. There are many factors which actually accounted for it. Firstly, he was bowling with an angle from outside, from round the wicket. Secondly, the ball was going down with an angle against a left-hander. Thirdly, he was well on the front foot, so ball had a lot to carry. So many factors. Umpires generally give LBWs only when the ball is pitched in line. Also, when they absolutely feel the ball is going to go and hit the stumps. Nicely placed. He's not hit any ball with any kind of anger. I would that must be his personality even to take care of things in the rightest way. Not to just lose his calm, not to lose his temper in any circumstance. He was dropped once. There was that vociferous appeal against him, which was negated by the umpire. Soha sir and Tandale sir, both two of the most experienced umpires which we have. They have been in almost different circuits all around Mumbai. Those empaneled umpires have been the true stars of tournaments like this. They are the ones actually who are very important. When you have good ambience, everything is a factor. Officiating is becomes the most important factor when you play tournaments like this. Fair and right officials who have been there at the topmost level, they add that extra asset to any tournament. So blessed to have people who have a lot of experience on their back. They have covered almost all ages of cricket, right from under 12, under 19 to the Ranji levels. These are good set of umpires to have. They have been rubbing shoulders with big shots of the game. This is pure timing. That's what I was talking about. This guy, he hasn't hit it hard. That is a prime example of pure timing. That's what this left-hander is bringing. He has not hit the ball with a lot of bat flow and not hit it very hard. Just minimum effort. See, look at him. Yeah, beautiful. That is a very good shot. An example that cricket or hitting the ball does not require all those big shoulders of yours, those strong forearms. You do not need a lot of strength. It is pure timing which accounts. That's the reason Saurav Ganguly used to hit the longest sixes. Virat Kohli is a boundary hitting man. He hits singles, hits sixes nowadays. That is fine, but he's a boundary hitter. But when he's to coming to hitting sixes, no one was better than Saurav Ganguly. The reason, he used to time the ball well. He used to have a beautiful bat flow. What good timing that was. So two different batsmen with two different techniques. Hits it down the ground. He looks so good, so correct. Where was this guy all throughout this tournament? He looks very good, very composed. It's a dad's tournament. He looks like a proper dad, one who is in his 35, 40, that kind of bracket, and he looks very composed. So much to learn from these guys. Aditya, meanwhile, has not got a major strike for a long period now. Last time, for a couple of overs, he has taken a single and taken strike. Amish, let's see what Aditya does. He would be slightly restless now. No, in fact, he keeps his calm, takes a single, goes to the other end. That's how you play in partnership. Rotate strike. He was way ahead when it comes to scoring and the run rate. In fact, Aditya was almost double of Amish's score. Right now, both of them are at parity. Aditya still ahead by 5 runs. 25 and 19 their individual scores, and the team score is 46, which is good any day at the end of 6 overs. Almost 8 runs per over without losing a wicket. A great start by Aditya and Amish. The two aces are proving to be aces for Camp Rangers. That one challenge over which actually brings a lot of attention, lot of interest, is that challenge over which is to be taken between over number 1 to 10. In fact, in this match, it would be over number 1 to 9, where it's a match which is being adjusted for 18 overs, shortened for 18 overs. It's a first over here, and a single to take the score to 47. Maybe the next over they would be thinking of that because they haven't lost a wicket. This is the right time to take that. So after losing a wicket, if they unfortunately if they lose a wicket in the next 1 or 2 overs, it would be very difficult for a new batter to come in and get that challenge over done. So they would be almost pushing themselves into a situation where they would have a new batter and they would have only 1 over to which to face that challenge over. So in fact, they would be on the back foot in making something very valuable for that team, because that 1 over can decide win or lose you that match for. It would be a 14 run or a zilch or a 12 run or a zilch. So let's see. That's the first fall shot, the first play and miss by the left-hander. He has looked so good. There was a cotton ball chance which was a difficult one which was dropped. Other than that, he hasn't played and missed. He hasn't given them opportunities. There was vociferous appeal in the previous over. That's how he's playing. Beautiful shots, all very good to sight actually. Some players, they are very soothing to eye, very good to eye. David Gower, nobody more elegant, nobody more aesthetic, nobody more beautiful when it came to David Gower playing that cover drives in the history of the game, we would say. And left-handers always do look very elegant when they play. There is, I don't know what is the secret behind it, but they look elegant. That's an open secret. Let's see. Aditya, who does not long to look elegant or beautiful, he is just effective. See, nicely punched, and he hits it with a lot of force. So two different players, and putting up a very good example and exhibition of how cricket is played in two different manners. You might see somebody like a Maxwell coming and playing all those reverse hits, switch hits, and all. These guys don't do that, but let's see whether we have somebody like that. So that would be other extreme. of approach of the game. Oh, what a shot that is! Again, of the back foot, this man can do everything. He can sweep, he can hit the ball down the ground, he can hit those cover drives, he can punch the ball, he can glide it to the third man. Who can pull shot? That those are the two shots which he hasn't still shown in his repertoire. The ball is nicely coming below knee height, so it's not something which is causing him the trouble. So he won't go for those horizontal cut shots or pull shots. Aditya, I strongly feel he'll go big on this ball. He does go big, but no good timing. It was a ball which deserved to be hit and be going for more than one. He missed out on an opportunity. That is not good at all. He shouldn't be missing out on those loose deliveries. The score at the end of 7 overs is 51 without loss. Piyush Patel is being challenged for 8 runs, and I don't think that's a wise decision because Piyush Patel is a very good bowler, better bowler than most of the bowlers in their sides. Piyush Patel is a great all-rounder, so I may not have he may not be on show this year, but the last year where I saw him, he was a fantastic all-rounder who contributed every time with bat and ball. So to challenge a bowler of Piyush's caliber, it takes some courage. Both these batsmen are well set. They might complete 8 runs, but if you look at the overall scenario, I would feel it's a very brave decision to challenge a bowler like Piyush Patel. It's not easy because he's almost in that Akshar Patel kind of bowler. Just have a closer look at him. Similar kind of run up he has. Have a close look at him. He is almost like an action like Akshar Patel. Also, the tall height, the way he flips the ball in the hand, almost reminiscent of Akshar Patel. No, yeah, they've challenged. That's a brave thing to do. Very few teams have taken more than 7 runs. Last year, we saw one team taking 12 or 13 and just falling by a solitary run, shot by a run. That was a brave decision. 8 is also slightly courageous, but if you do not have any wickets falling and if you're confident about your game, why not take 8? And 8 runs would give them a boost of 16. Piyush Patel won't be easy. Take my word, Piyush Patel won't be easy. You cannot get an 8 run over unless you hit a boundary. Unless you hit a boundary. If there is a dot delivery, you have to hit a boundary and to get that power play. Sorry, to get that challenge completed of 8 runs. Now this ball is going to be crucial. One dot delivery, and it would be immense pressure on the team that you cannot win it without a boundary. 5 balls, 7 runs. Piyush Patel needs 2 dot deliveries, just 2 dot deliveries to win the challenge. And these guys, Amish and Aditya, have to hit minimum one boundary to win the challenge. 52 without loss. We are into the 8th over. That's what I was talking about. He has looked so good, so comfortable. Piyush Patel is one of those bowlers whom I would say these are the top 3 bowlers of the side. You cannot discount this man just because he hasn't played in the innings or in the tournament so far. He is a good bowler. Don't discount him. That is short though. That is an invitation. And that would be a minimum 2. They should be going for it. They are going for it. Oh, he just makes it. It was touch and go. First time they stretched. That was not a wise decision. It is almost like penny wise and pound foolish over here. You earn 2 pennies, in fact 10 pennies, and lose a pound. It's like earning 10 rupees and spending 100 after that. So it's not the right decision to take go for that 1 or 2 extra runs and lose a wicket of the batsmen who are looking too good. They could have taken 7, they could have taken 6. Oh, that is beautifully hit. Unfortunately, straight to the field. That anything towards his right and left, good. They would have got a boundary. This is interesting now. What does it leave us with now? 2 balls and a boundary to win the challenge. They cannot win it. They can run 2 twos, which is not easy. They are not the sleek 18, 19-year-old guys who can run very hard. The best is they can mistime a shot and get that couple. Or play with soft hands, play that 3/4 length of the ground and get that couple. Because most of the gaps are plugged. They have, and he's not the bowler who's going to spray around. He will bowl according to his field. A very interesting passage of play where things are made interesting by this challenge over. Forget about doubling. The challenge itself makes it more interesting. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. See, the mistime shot, that can give them a brace. That's what I was talking. A mistime hit can help you at times. This is where it has helped the batting team. If he had timed it properly, the ball would have gone straight to the fielder at mid-wicket cow corner, which would be very difficult. For them to go for a second one, they could have had to run on the throw. This time it was ill-timed. That is there. So very interesting phase. Wow, running 2 twos in a row, it will require some skill. Unless the ball is hit in the gap, they cannot get that brace. One ball and two to win the challenge. Very interesting. Aditya and PP. Piyush Patel, they call him. So it's going to be AM versus PP. Piyush Patel, it is the boy man bowling from the highway end. He's bowling over the wicket. He hasn't bowled any ball which has created any trouble. He's not the same Piyush Patel who was in prime form last year with the ball in his hand. Let's see whether he wins this one. He does win it. He does win it. Yes. A very good ball, a quicker one. He would be very elated with that. He would be joyous with that effort. And a mini victory from them of sorts where they get a maiden over. So that decision of taking 8 runs, backfiring. They should have considered 6. That would have been a better option. Hindsight. So 51 it is. 8 overs done and dusted. 10 overs remaining. Anshul bowling from the highway end. This is what's needed a couple of deliveries back. 52 without loss. They played so well, Amish, but they were guilty of not completing the challenge over there. Aditya, that maiden over is going to hurt them, and they are going to go for it. How? Let's see how he reacts to it. He might go for a big one on this one, and wicket taking opportunity on this ball maybe. Hits it into the cover, straight to the fielder, straight through him. Oh, that's not good running at fielding at all. A couple of runs that could have been a easy save has got them a cup. Twice or thrice in the last few overs they have let the ball go through. Simple, normal stops which they haven't been able to stop. 54 now, 3 runs in a couple of balls. Anshul generally comes with his son. Rudra actually accompanies him most matches. Today he's not here. Very sweet young man who enjoys his father's play, and they had no one's going to stop that one. There was width on offer. He took it with both hands. That deserved to be hit. It was asking to be hit, and he did. In fact, he carved it beautifully, crafting it just behind point. See, just had to put bat and ball, and he gets a boundary because third man was in. Fine leg is in. So anything behind the stumps, if you have good connection, you are going to get rewarded for it. So if you're not bowling with a lot of pace, and if you're offering width and just that ideal length and pace to work, it's an invitation for trouble. So Aditya coming back well after that. Another good shot. That will be another boundary. This is in front of point this time. In fact, it is just good footwork, and he has saved a couple of runs. In fact, yes, a couple of runs for his team. 60. That was an even better shot than the previous occasion. The difference why he did not go for a boundary, why the other first one went for a boundary, he used the pace of the bowler. The momentum of the ball just was added, in fact, with that cut shot. Here he had to go against the force of the ball, try and change the direction of the ball, cut it in that area behind point. That is the reason it had little less pace on it, though it had more power behind it. 60 without loss. Aditya trying to make up for that lost over the previous one. That's a cracking hit down the ground. They have to run the first one hard. They need to. Yes, he is. That's Suka running. It wasn't some very quick legs. It was good judgment of running. Generally, when you go to a professional, when you go to a doctor, when you go to an engineer, it is their clinical judgment. It is their engineering judgment. Here, it is the judgment when you have your running, not how fast you run, how you judge your run. That is more important. So that cricketing judgment was spot on for Aditya and Amish there. Last ball of a very good over for them where they got 11 runs so far in the make it a dozen. And this is good by Amish. See, just scampering through. Beautifully run. Runs the first one hard, then just eases for the second one. He has run a lot of twos. 64 without loss at the end of 9. And some hydration is needed. Yeah, they have run a lot. So time for some hydration. Electrolux, our official hydration partner. ISGT 6.0. This is, we are coming into the fag end of the tournament. This is a match between Blasters versus Rangers. into the covers. They should be going for the second. Yes, they do go for it. This has been a fantastic opening partnership, one of the better opening partnership of the tournament, where you have seen great understanding. You haven't seen them anytime getting confused by running. They haven't stuttered. They haven't stopped. You could hardly hear any yes, no, or wait. They have just run with the communication through eye. Almost, it is almost the communication of the newlyweds, where they have great communication, where the newlyweds have super communication in that first year of the marriage. It's almost like that. Wonderful communication. Oh, that's the first rash shot. That's the first shot where he has stepped forward and lost his wicket. But after a fantastic innings, I just loved this guy play. He's got 24 of 26. That's a good innings. So Amit Raj is the man who has got the first wicket, but not before. Amish has played a good innings, and Aditya does appreciate that good effort. That's the first time he has played a shot where he has looked out of shape or tried to hit the ball with a lot of 66. So 66 for one, couple of runs. We are into the 10th over. Oh, that's nicely hit off the back foot. So this batsman, he also looks compact. So this guy is Sangram Singh, and he played well last time when he played. I just remember his name. He just justified what his name is. He is up for a battle, and he batted really well. So Sangram Singh, one of the top models actually, who was there on television show. Sangram Singh, one good. He was a good wrestler. Even this guy is also a fighter like him. And Aditya and Sangram are a good ally. So you're going to see some good cricket in the next few overs, where they have good bowlers and some good. Oh, that is smacked. That would be. Oh, this is good running. That is the fresh legs. That's what fresh legs can bring in. So 69 for one. Two balls remaining. Amit Raj has got that important breakthrough. But watch out for this man, Aditya. He is going to put his foot on the accelerator. He has got a great strike rate, somewhere around 130, 140. That is invitation to be hit up and over, flat as you get. Swept, slog swept for a sixer. That was dished out. Having the right person at the right areas is important. Probably that was the mistake which they did. 73. That's what I said. He's going to put the foot on the accelerator. In fact, he has put his both feet on the accelerator right now. 31 balls and 49 runs. The last ball. In fact, yes, the last ball of the 10th over. It's a very nicely going on the match, which is rightly paced with some fantastic result in the end. We have some good batsmen of the Blasters who are going to give a nice fight. So it has all the makings of a very good contest. You do not like teams just smashing 200, 300, and in fact 200, 250, and the other team just folding out for 100 runs. You need to have a good contest. This is has all the makings of a very good contest. Oh, what a good shot this is. Beautiful. What a shot this is. Maybe a couple of runs, but so beautifully done. It deserves at least two. Maybe another run. Yes. The shot was so aesthetically played, it deserved more than two. He gets a three. That was nicely bowled, but beautifully driven. That's his 50 to bring. That's a aesthetic shot of a player who has played well. Well, that's what you play for. That's what I said. No amount of a bank balance, no amount of your net turnover, no amount of assets which you make, no amounts of number of shares which you have for some great companies are going to give you that pleasure. Pleasure of getting a 50, getting 100, getting those fifers, getting appreciation from your teammates, getting the recognition, and providing that position of strength to your team. That gives you immense pleasure. So, no amount of money can get all this. Your good innings on the ground. These guys have been growing up. They have grown up watching Sachin Tendulkar play. Sachin has retired. These guys are still playing because he was the one who fascinated them for 24 long years. That's nicely. If you ask most of these guys, 90% of them would have the same answer. They just grew up watching one of the best ever. In fact, he was the best ever. It's debatable, arguable, but Sachin, no one even close to him. So 77 for 1 after a bright start where they had a good partnership between Aditya and Amish. There was that wicket which fell, and they have given them a good start. But Sangram Singh is the right kind of person to come. They ran really well, where they had great understanding. It's the same between these two guys, even. Not for a single moment we have seen they are getting confused or they have stopped and stuttered. Beautiful running between the wickets in the match throughout for this Camp Rangers. That is wonder. That is Arun Madhi in the way. Only he can stop it. Even he is not able to. In fact, that's a fantastic save. That's why I say he's one of the top most best fielders of the tournament. I do not like his batting and bowling where he gives it away after playing a good knock. But fielding wise, very few guys are as good as this man. Fantastic effort. International stuff. He ran almost 15 meters towards his left. The ball had 4 runs written all over it. He just stopped. Arun Madhi was in that way. That's beautifully said. What a shot that is. It's again a difficult shot to execute when you have an overpitched ball and you sweep that. It requires a lot of skill to do that and a lot of risk in that. You can sweep a good length ball, but to sweep a ball which is overpitched underneath your pads, not easy. So that can happen when you have good form behind you. Sangram Singh, he played a very good knock, good little cameo for them in the previous match. That has helped. That confidence has helped or rubbed in the next match. This match, in fact. Oh, that is beautifully driven. Once again, Arun Madhu. Look at him racing for the ball. He's not the one who's stopping or waiting for the ball to come to him. He just advances and goes for it. Still not happy with his throwing arm. That can happen when you actually go 35 plus or 30 plus. That can happen. The arms may not be the still same strong arms which you have, and it's a weather where it may not permit you to be completely agile because it's little cooler this time of the year. 22nd December, of course, would be the longest night of the year. If you have learned a little bit of geography in our schools, you should remember that. Tomorrow, maybe a couple of days later, you will have the longest night where you'll have a night of 13 hours. But right now, this evening is belonging to this batsman, Aditya, who's got 52 of 34. 83 for 1 at the end of 11 overs. 7 overs remaining. Maybe add 65 runs to it. It would be somewhere close to 150, and which would be a good total. Almost like having a 165 or 170 at the end of 20 overs. So let's see whether they achieve that. 83 for 1. So they are almost at 7.75 runs per over. He is a pretty handy player. Oh, that's not good fielding. They need a Arun Madhu to bowl, Arun Madhu to field. And in fact, such a good fielder. Anshul, he was little lazy there. He's a good player. He's a fantastic batsman. A good fielder. Slightly lazy there. 85 for 1. This guy should be bowling more often than not for this team. He should bowl full quota of 4 overs. That's a full toss. Thus, as I say, he's a good bowler. He bowls, dishes out a pretty easy ball to it. Why Piyush Patel is not bowling? Why Arun Madhi is not bowling is still a mystery, because this guy should be consistently bowling 3-4 overs for this team. Any day, these guys are the bowlers who can win you matches with the ball in their hands. And he's a smart cricketer. He'll just try and stop those batsmen from going for runs. In fact, he can take their wickets even. That's what I was talking about. Oh, so much drama. Look at his appealing. He is almost pleading for it. He almost looks like a heartbroken Majnu over there, where you get a refusal all the time. Such vociferous appeal. You just go to the umpire and say, I love you. So much appeal. In fact, it was like almost from going from a lower court to the high court to the Supreme Court. He is the Supreme Court over there. And he is one of the best in the circuit. He just negated it immediately. You will get those LBWs when he feels that is absolutely a chance to go and hit the stumps. He's pleading for it. Anshul this time won't make any mistake. In fact, he's just misses the ball. Very rare to see Anshul making mistakes. He has done it twice. Rudra won't be happy looking at his fielding. He back home. He prides on his father's game. Rudra won't be happy with that. His dad has missed twice the ball in the same area. But Arun Madhu has bowled well. He's giving nice generous flight today. He's not bowling flat out. He's not trying to be like running away from being with the fear of being hit. He's bowling beautifully today. He's conceded 5, and he's using his all cricketing intelligence into the game. And it's not easy to stop batsmen like Aditya and Sangram Singh. They have run twice for that misfield. Oh, that's cracking. This time Anshul does a good job. Oh, so some redemption for Anshul. He's a pretty good player when it comes to bat in the hand. Just watch out for his batting. He is one of their premier batters. 94-1, the last ball of Arun Madhu's first over. Oh, beautifully bowled again, but beautifully driven again. He's up against two batsmen who are very confident, in good form, and one of them is so well set that he's maybe sighting the ball as a football. The score at the end of 12 overs is 91, a pretty decent over from him, where he conceded 7 and a leg by, and a couple of misfields by Anshul in that over. Very rarely we see Arun appealing that persistently. He had a case, maybe at times you may feel it is going to hit. Umpires, unless they are absolutely sure. Oh, that's a nice hit. That's an opportunity. That's a bucket hands. Those are bucket hands. He doesn't drop. Piyush, he is as safe as a mouse. He, he is as safe as a mouse. He is a premier all-rounder. He should be allowed to bowl. He should be allowed to bat. And fielding-wise, he is an absolute wonderful guy. Oh, that's a fantastic wicket to get. Sangram Singh, he has been in great form. In the last match, he played really well, and he could have been the difference between getting close to 150, 160 and getting stuck on 140, 145. But they get Sangram Singh. It's a big plus for this team. And Piyush, 9 times out of 10, in fact 10 times out of 10, he would take catches like that. He is a very safe fielder, but right now he had a dodgy finger, and that is would be in pain, further pain now. Yeah, that is hit hard again to the same man. Look at him, just take a few steps and go to that ball. 6.5 feet guy, very brisk on his feet. Piyush Patel. I just call him Akshar Patel because he actually appears to bowl like him, play like him. 92 for 2. That wasn't a good ball. In fact, that's a very poor delivery. It was an invitation to be hit. You cannot be bowling down the leg side. You cannot be bowling those full tosses. He took a nice wicket, bowling those nice loopy deliveries and giving nice flight. In fact, this was it erred in length, it erred in line, and he hit it a long way. Bowled such a good over till now, and he bowls that ball down the leg side. This is his second over. His figures looked very good up until that point. Maybe slipped out of his hand. Can't be too much critical about his bowling. You can't bowl every ball perfectly. You are bound to bowl full tosses and short pitch deliveries. You need to come back after that. That's good comeback. Bowl it right in the right areas. Did not fly it that much. Nikhil Kothari, he's on strike now. He's got 1 of 1. Aditya, meanwhile, has raced on to 65 with hardly anybody noticing. But he looks a bit tired now. That's straight to the fielder. Is that Anshul? Amit it is, actually. Rishabh, after being hit for that sixer, 2 good balls to make a comeback of sorts. That's what you do after even faltering. The way you come back, that decides your character. The last ball of, in fact, a couple of balls in it. Last ball. Oh, that's the best fielder on show. He is putting up an exhibition, this man. He is easily one of the best of ISDT 6.0. He takes these catches for fun. He is the best, I would feel, if not one of the best. He is, in fact, the best fielder. I would say that arguably one of the best of ISDT because he takes all these catches, and every time, every year, he takes 2-3 catches in a match. This was one of those occasions where it was a difficult catch. He made it and he took it with utter ease. Wonderful. Arun Madhu, who takes catches for fun, he just lights up this ground with his pure fielding. And he loves to field. He says he loves this ground. That was a testament to that. Easily done. So, change of ends now for Rahul. They have good fielders in long off and long on. So Arun bowled a very good first over, comes back to bowl. 99 for 3. That important wicket of the last ball and the first ball. Rishabh, he bowled that full toss down the leg side, but his first and last ball was the one which has changed the game upside down. Aditya, he is the game changer. Though he looks a bit tired, that is the only thing in their advantage. of the Camp Rangers. If they get Aditya out over here, they would be in a position of strength, and they would be in a position of making a win over here, or registering a win over here. Look at Arun, two good catches. He is in a good mood. Oh, that's nicely bowled. He has a good dip on the ball. Oh, oh, that's what I said. He is a monster when it comes to catching. Safer even than Arun when it comes to high catching, I would say. PP it is Piyush Patel. He takes a catch easily. He had a dodgy finger. He was slightly hurt. He was hurt while playing tough cricket. He said he played some tough cricket we does not enjoy, and he was hurt over there. So he has a slightly dodgy little pinky, but still he was hurt while taking the first catch. He took the second catch with utter ease. So in spite of a broken finger, in spite of a dodgy finger, I won't say a broken finger, he takes it easily. Piyush Patel once again accentuating the fact I was just going gaga about their fielding. Even if the ball was in air, the first catch which he took, he just solidifies that strong opinion of mine that he takes it with ease. So it's a different catch. The first one was the Indian way of taking the catch, which the fingers pointing downwards or maybe taking it down, and the other one reverse cup, where you have the Australian way of catching. This one's the other way of taking. So you can take both ways easily. We saw Arun Madhu also just putting up the same like way of taking the catches. He can take it the reverse cup, the Indian way. He can take it towards the right, towards the left. So these two probably their safest fielders, and in fact a few of very good fielders fielding long off and long on. Sarfaraz is one another from the petty team who can field well and take those catches well. They may not be the swiftest while moving across the turf, but they are the ones who are as safe as an house when it comes to high catching. 99 for 2, a good passage of play where they got 3 wickets. But the most important thing is wicket of Aditya. He's played a fantastic innings, and his breakthrough, this wicket, would be a game changer. So 3 wickets in space of 9 balls has just changed the game upside down. It would require some good effort. 40 runs in the next 4.3 overs. That's what they should be thinking now. It would be almost like getting a 150 or a 155, 160 in 20 overs. So they should think on those lines now. 150 was a probability, a possibility. Now they need to re-strategize and reassess their targets. That's beautifully done. Played with soft, and they have to go for the second one. If runs don't come in boundaries, they have to run hard and earn their run. That's a very well earned second run. 102 for 4. A couple of balls remaining, and some good positive running by Rahul Pandey, and Bharat gets them to 102 for 4 now. 99 was not the number which was good for them. They lost a few important wickets. Aditya's wicket was the most important one. He was looking so good. And 2 balls remaining. He played a fantastic knock. 60% of the team's run, in fact more than that, belong to Aditya. This is cracked. Beautiful hit on the knees into the wideish long on region. Piyush Patel will do the job over there. So Arun Madhu, he has tasted success now. He would be happy that he has contributed with catching, with some great fielding, and also with some good bowling now. He's got a wicket to show for his good bowling today, and he's flighting the ball beautifully today. As I say, he's just bowled it a little quicker, because the same monotony, the same kind of bowling, if you have the monotony in the bowling, there is where the batsmen are going to line up and hit you out of the ground. The score at the end of 14 overs, a very good Arun Madhu over, 103 for 4, 6 overs, 4 overs remaining in fact in this match. So even Vinod is a good bowler and all-rounder. He would be the batting sub I think. He can bowl well. So, so there are so many options. Oh, there was very little footwork over there. He actually was caught. 104 for 4. The ball going to Anuj. Anuj is the one who enjoys to field over there, fielding at short fine leg. Just loves his fielding, Anuj. It's a pleasure. Like you may not be getting a chance to bat and bowl, but if you contribute with good fielding, that's beautifully played. He was caught in some tangled position, still hit it down the. That's good running. That is fantastic running. In fact, converted a single into a couple. A slightest chink of in the armor, they're just exploiting it. If they just delay and in collection of the ball, or if they do not collect it cleanly, or if they have a weaker throw, they're just exploiting any kind of inefficacy or some laziness over there. 106 for 4. Good running. Right. They are just rotating the strike. Oh, that was dropped. That is a difficult chance. Generally, the balls which come quickly off the edge. He made a good attempt. Yes, kept very well. On that occasion, missed out. Oh, those edges are not easy to hold on to because you have very little chance to react. And those fine edges, either they have to stick in your hands or you have to be absolutely in a great position to get hold of them. Not easy. What a shot this is! Has it gone all the way or will it just drop short? In fact, there are those two fielders. A couple of runs. So you may not say that is the longest part of the ground, or this side is longer, or the other side is shorter. We are playing at the center wicket, and the boundary is evenly account. Even if you're playing or adjusting the wickets, the boundary is adjusted likewise. So you don't have to have a feeling that the right side or the off side is shorter or the leg side is longer on any end. What a shot! This is beautifully hit. What a shot up and into that extra cover region. Fantastic. The shot of the night for me. What beautiful bat flow it was. And it was there in that slot. But to time it that well and to hit it off a spinner. In fact, he went down the ground. His name is Bharat, one of the mythological names. But that was shot like a beam over there. What a shot that is. Using his all strength and power to hit that up and over into that wideish long on region, that extra cover region for that fantastic sixer. They needed somebody to do that. Bharat has just provided them with that luxury. Moves on to 11. That idea was right. If he had connected it, that would have been another sixer because the idea was right to flick it into that square leg region. Instead, a dot delivery. 114 for 4 at the end of 15 overs. 3 overs remaining. 145 should be the realistic target if they try and get 30 runs in the last 3. But I think 140, 26 in the next 3 would be something which would practically be possible. I should persist with Arun Madhu. I think Arun Madhu should get another. Bowls. He might be playing as a batting sub. So that's what I was wondering why Vinod is not playing. Actually, has a dodgy finger, so he won't be available for bowling. He would be that same bowling option who bowls with the new ball. He won't bowl today, but he would come into bat in the later part of the second innings. Maybe he might come and open. He has a bandaged finger, so he won't be allowed technically to bowl with that kind of taping. Yes, Piyush has a distinct credit to his name because he bowled that challenge over. So technically, he would be bowling with 1 over and a maiden. So Piyush would come in. He's bowling round the wicket. He's not the traditional orthodox left arm spinner who comes round and tries to bowl it. He's just not like, even not like Shakib Ul Hasan who bowls wide of the crease. His initial action, that's it. Very hard. That's an opportunity. Oh, good catch by Anshul. He redeems himself after those few misfields. Another finger being. So before Christmas, these guys are getting some blows on their fingers. Anshul takes it well. Rudra would be happy that his father has taken a good catch because he allowed a couple of doubles, but after that he fielded well and he has taken a good catch to dismiss Rahul Pandey, who could have been dangerous. Rahul is a good bowler, so he can contribute with the ball in his hand. He is their premier bowler. So 116 for 5. Solitary run. Oh, this is beautifully hit into the covers. It will go one bounce, couple of bounces into the fence. In fact, another good shot into the covers. The Bharat is playing like a beam over there. He is playing some nice hits. Piyush Patel, a good bowler, but he puts that in the slot outside the off stump. Invitation to go big. It has accepted it with both hands. That's beautifully hit. Not the right length to be bowling to a batsman who has already hit a huge sixer in that area. You cannot be chancing. It has to be good flight. It has to be slightly away from his bat, and the ball should have some movement if you are going to risk that against this batter. That was quicker. That's what Piyush can bring to the table. In spite of being hit for a boundary, he will make up for the lost cause. So 1 to 1 for 5 at the end of 16 overs. 12 balls remaining to get close to 145. So Amardeep comes into ball. He has a unique way of bowling. He almost puts his arm around up, eye up in the sky, and he's a very tall bowler, a very good gentleman, where he actually has a smile on his face and plays with a lot of good spirit. See, look at his style. Yeah, very high arm action, and a tall guy. He generally bowls a couple of overs, 2 3 overs. Today, he's just called it. So many bowlers they have, so he hasn't got an opportunity to bowl this time. He comes in to bowl only over. This guy should be getting at least a couple because he thrives. He basically plays for his good bowling and he also bats. But bowling is something which he loves to do. So many bowlers in the team, so not everyone has got a chance to get that full quota. So Piyush has just got a couple of overs. Arun Madhu has got a couple of overs to bowl. That's beautifully bowled. That's what he loves to bowl. Good areas. Oh, that is not good at all. They could have actually given away that extra. Vinod just encouraged him to go for that one. To threw the ball at the stumps. 1 2 3 for 5. Good bowling this by Amardeep. Hanos and Bharat. Hanos it is. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. If I've mispronounced, oh, just pardon me for mispronouncing if I have done. Hanos, that's a single again. Amarjit. Amardeep actually generally bowls a couple of overs. I just bowls it with a lot of enthusiasm, lot of commitment, and him just getting an over. That might be something which he may not like. He may would have loved to have bowl one more over. That's a very good over considering the it's a nine second last over. Oh, he has a dodgy finger and the ball has gone at the rate of knots towards him. See, he's just shaking it vigorously. That's the time thing I was talking about. So we know he would have been there one of the seam options. Today is not bowling because of that finger. So many guys with those injured fingers just before Christmas. These guys, some of them would be flowing. In fact, flying to different parts of world. This is flying just down the ground, and that man he just made it look a little difficult. That's his another good catch. Very low down. Arun Madhur, just as I said, he just takes catches for fun. They have two good fielders, Widish long off, Widish long on. Arun Madhu and Piyush Patel, one Saudri and the other Gujarati, both of them very effective. That was a good hit. Hanos gets out. Oh, that was beautifully taken, just inches away. He could have been coming a little closer, but that was good catch. See, another good show by Arun Madhu, easily one of those top three best fielders of ISDT 6.0. And wide, beautifully timed, but there is protection over there. Short fine, short third man. In fact, the idea was right to use the pace of the bowler. A fantastic over by Amardeep, where he has got a wicket and considered just 4 runs in the 17th over. Super bowling in bowling that penultimate over, just second last over, and just conceding for Amardeep. Even if he has bowled 1 over, he should be feeling satisfied that he has contributed big time. It might be the difference between winning and losing. Imagine an over of 10 runs that would have got them closer to that 140 mark. So if they get anything less than 140, they would fancy chasing it than chasing 140 plus. 140 is almost like a 160 in a 20 over game. An 18 over game, 140 is a good score. 1 to 6 for 6. The last 6 balls of the first inning. Arun Madhu is bowling that last over. It's a dead ball. The ball just slipped out of his hands. Umpire rightly calling it as a dead delivery. And nobody is debating. That's a good to see. Otherwise, some adamant batsman would have been there just to debate that it's a no ball or something like that. This is how you love to see cricket being played. That's outside the off stump. That's a wide. Arun Madhu has bowled well, and they have given him that important job of finishing off. He has bowled really well. Oh, that's good, generous flight being given. Another bye, I think. Wait for the umpire signal. Yes, it's a bye. 12846. Very crucial next 5 deliveries. Because if he concedes maybe 12 runs, 10, 12 runs, that will get closer to 140. That would just be the difference between winning and losing. He keeps it below 135. Blasters would be really happy with it. That would be a match, I think, would be in parity. Both the teams will having 50-50% of chance. Runs on the board is always good. 50-50% of chance to win that one. So it's not a team with having loads of batting talent, which can just blow away the total. And they do have some good bowling attack, the Camp Rangers. So it's going to be a fair contest, a good contest. That's beautiful bowling. That's class bowling. It's that the grab. Oh, what a good catch. He's elated. He has been the replacement. Akash is injured. The wicketkeeper, the regular wicketkeeper is injured. He's been the replacement. And when you do a multitasking job, which is not your forte, and you just being replacing somebody else's main job, and if it's your part-time job, that gives you extra joy and elation. And others are making fun of his celebration, but that will give immense pleasure to catch and do the job of your regular keeper. Look at the joy on his face, almost boyish, childlike. That's how you should be. There should be a boy in you till your last breath. That is where you have to live your lives. Enjoy the small little success and celebrate your smallest little possible successes. That's how you live your life. That's turned away. They should be getting a couple over there. So with that brace, the score moves on to 130. That's good batting. That's it down the ground. That would be short of Piyush. And he has a slightly dodgy shoulder, so He did not throw it with full strength over there. A couple of runs to take it to 132. So far, it's been a good over. He's taken a wicket, hasn't conceded a lot of runs, 5 6 runs so far. That's great any day. That's beautiful hit. That is protection, and they have caught really well. In fact, he has just put it down. We'll wait for the umpire's call. It is a boundary. Arun would be slightly disappointed with that effort. 136 for 7. That boundary is going to help the scoring. So that boundary just spoiling his figures. That would have been his third wicket and just 16 runs conceded. He would have been really happy with his job. The ultimate ball of the innings. That's nicely bowled. Beautifully driven. They should be going for that second one. They take the first one quickly and they scamper back and take it easily. Oh, in fact, a very good throw. A very good throw has claimed it. Only one way he is going to be getting out. That was a direct hit. That was good work. A momentum with the fielding team with that run out. 137 for 7 at the end of 18 overs. 137 for 8, in fact. It's going to be a great contest now. 50-50 chance for both the teams to win this one. Starts off with a very rank. Oh, he went for the big booming drive. Anant is gone for the big one. Oh, almost was taken. Just lost in the light. 2 runs on the scorecard. So he's gone with a clear mindset and uncluttered mind to see the ball and hit it far. That's good by Anant. That was nicely bowled. He's a very compact batsman. He can play some good hits. Watch out for Anshul's crisp cover drives. He's a pretty handy batsman. One of the better batsmen actually. With who's built strong. He has some strong technique, and he can play some attacking shots as well. So all the attributes of a very good opening batter. And play he can play with the soft hands as well. So this is good by Anshul. One of them has to play. In fact, Anshul has to play that longish innings like what Aditya did. Aditya was the mainstay where he got almost 50% of the team's runs, and he got it at a pretty decent rate. Getting 65, 66 out of 137 is almost getting 50% of the runs. And that too, he got out in that 12th over. So just understand the magnanimity of his innings, and considering the whole score, it was a pretty special effort by Aditya. He has a clear idea. He has a clear strategy. Try and swing every ball. That's fine. He may play and miss a few. 1 over, run and dusted. 3 runs on the scorecard. So Hanos comes into ball. He had a brief stay with the bat. He hit that one ball, long hit, went straight to the fielder at cow corner. They caught well, did the Camp Rangers. They took, I think, 4-5 catches in the outfield, and which is good considering the percentage. We just dropped one, which was at the in the last over. But that's a good percentage to have catching 6 or 5 out of 6-7. That's a good number in that Dash tournament where they have caught the high ball really well. A couple of good catches from Piyush and Arun both. Also, the other fielders taking some good catches. 3 runs on the scorecard. Hanos comes into bowl from the highway end against Anshul. Pretty strong left-hander he is. Oh, he just swiveled it past. That's what his USP is. He will take advantage of the loose balls. That wasn't a loose one. That he swiveled quickly, and this is where your reactions are not that quick when you are not in your prime, when you are not into the 20s or 30s. He just swiveled very quickly to get that boundary. That's what I say. He's a very strong player. He has a very strong technique. Also, he can hit the ball very hard. Watch out for his crisp cover drive. When he plays that cover drive with full power of his, he is a sight to watch. This man. He's not the one who will just try and caress it, play or time the ball. He'll smack it real big time when he hits it into the covers. So just watch out for his shot. Oh, that is even better. That's an even better shot. That shot deserves a boundary. He will get another boundary. That was beautifully cradled, just like a small baby you take in the arms. He just took it and got into a good position. That was of the middle stump, and he did it with a lot of ease. So he's providing with that one fantastic start, couple of boundaries in the second over, and giving a good impetus to the innings. 11 without loss. We are into the second over. Of the got a boundary of two balls, which was slightly down the leg side. Hanos has to make a good comeback now in the next four balls. Oh, that's a better line, better length, but even better shot. That's what I was talking. He will play for this crisp cover drives. This wasn't that shot which was hit very hard. That was in fact a very good ball which came in. It actually swung a little in air, and the angle was great, but the shot was even better. That wasn't a bad ball in any stretch of imagination. Slightly uppish, I would say, slightly pitched up, closer to the half volley, but wasn't in that slot. He played it really well. Playing it inside out into that region, not an easy shot to execute. Three boundaries of three balls. A hat trick of boundaries. He might go for the fourth one. He tries to go in the same direction, this time straight to the fielder. A great start provided by the left-hander. Rudra would be really happy with his dad's effort. His dad is playing a good knock. 16 runs on the scorecard. I've seen him taking his son along over here. Also some other venues where he plays different dash tournament. Anshul takes his son to watch his matches. And Anshul Rudra would be very happy with the dad's three successive boundaries. 16 without loss. A couple of balls remaining in the second over. That was bowled with some good pace. Good comeback by Hanos. In fact, it's a wide. The line was the problem. The length was good. The pace was good. Good energy into that ball. Only problem, slightly away from that off stump. 17. Even though it's a wide, it shouldn't be perturbed by it. The pace was fine. The length was fine. Slight adjustment in the length, in the line, it would be a unplayable one. He goes for it down the ground. That all the way? Yes, it is. That's what he was trying to do from ball one. He has played. Is it a boundary? Yes, it is. He has played 4-5 balls, and every ball he has tried the same shot. Finally, he gets what he wanted to. He wants to whack it down the ground, and he's come with a clear mindset. He has come to whack every possible ball. That's good. Having an uncluttered mind, having something in your mind and executing it, that's always good. He's trying to beat the leather out of the ball, and the toe end of the ball, getting him a single. He just come with a clear mindset, take advantage of the first six overs. That is always good. When you have some strategy, you need to work on it. 2 overs and a fantastic start provided by Anshul and Anant. The two ace providing to be aces. It was Amish and Aditya who gave them a bright start. These guys are doing it in their own style. 22 without loss in two. Oh, high risk, high reward. This time the risk was too off the edge, ricocheted to the stump. He would be not be disappointed. They have given him. He's given him a good start. Anand gets out in the process to go for big runs. Just going for the team's cause. That is fine. Even if he loses a wicket, that's not an issue. He had gone with a clear mindset. Try and hit every ball. Amit Raj is the new man in. So Amit Raj is the new batter. We have Amit Raj, we have Amardeep in the team. Both of them almost similar. Amit Raj, Amardeep is slightly taller, and both of them bowlers of different kinds. One is on off spinner, the other one is a medium pacer. And this man has come at number 3 position to bat. Let's see what's the idea going to be. The man at the other end, Anshul, he looks pretty comfortable. Oh, how did that miss the stumps? Rahul is just wondering. That was so close to being another wicket. That is slashed. That is fantastic hit. What a way to start off the inning. Amit Raj just turning it on. He's just piling the agony actually. What relief they had got after that wicket of the opening batter. He just halts any kind of momentum change. That's good. 26 for 1. That was slashed and thrashed on the offside. Would have been another. 27 for 1. Good effort by the fielder. Bharat it is, I think. The ball was going at a rate of knots. Look at that lower full toss. Beautiful effort. Wasn't able to hold on to that one. Anshul comes on strike. It was away from the. That's the first fall shot of his. Just playing it away. Rahul bowled really well in the previous match, and in fact he was their most successful bowler then. He was taken for a few runs in the first over, but this over, yes, come back well. In fact, he was just. In fact, he just gave 3, but he bowled that first ball, which was a horrific delivery. Rahul has bowled really good over this one. 28, a very good over in just 6 runs, in spite of a boundary being hit. 28 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. So Hanos is being replayed by Harish, and the left-hander Anshul would be on strike. Oh, that's a cracking sweep shot, but straight to the fielder. Good call. What a shot that is. Swept beautifully. A classy hit, a super cover drive. In fact, a sweep shot. He played the cover drive. He played the swivel into the fine leg. This was the best of the lot. And against a good ball, this is swept from outside In fact, from the middle stump, fantastic hit. Wonderful sweep shot. This guy is putting up an exhibition, just showing us full repertoire of shots and exploring every opportunity to get runs. Nicely bowled. So a single. So we have 28 teams. The top two teams actually in every group go for the Champions Cup, and the other two also get an opportunity to make a make up for themselves and get into that challenger slot. So two cups, because a lot many teams are there, so many groups being divided. Not every team is going to play every team. So a chance for the other to get, like in the challenger group they can play. They can play in the champions group. So it's not the dead end for any team. They can always make a comeback. 33 for 1. That's a full toss. That's a gift. That has been hit down the ground for another boundary. Amit Raj getting his second boundary. So Amit Raj is using his raw power and some good intent to get his second boundary. That was hit hard. Very little time. In fact, that was slight midfield to get him his second boundary. So it has hit one into the point region, one down the ground. The next, I think, would be the mid wicket cow corner. 37 for 1. So oh, that's beautiful. That is even better. That is the best. That is punched off the back foot. In fact, that would be a couple of runs. A couple of runs. This was better than the previous shot. Yeah, he has got a promotion actually, and he was very happy the way he walked in. 39 for 1. So the run rate has been really good, 9.75 to be precise, which is all. Amit Raj has been sent exactly with that purpose. He's having a nice time over there. But the man at the other end, he's got 4 boundaries. In fact, all in different directions. 3 in the same, in that fine leg, square leg region, 1 into the covers. So he has got his range set. He has got a cover drive going. He has got short, cut shot in that point region. Also, he has got shots into that fine leg region. Also, the sweep shot into the covers. In fact, into that square leg region. So the warning given, next time you would be out. In fact, you can get him out without the warning. It's a dad's tournament, so need to set some good example for the kids, not to take those mankind wickets. But next time he goes, he would be fully permitted to do that, morally, ethically, and even technically. 40 runs on the scorecard. You should be remaining in your popping crease till the ball is delivered, they say. India won it against the England, where they were not able to get the last wicket, and the women did not hesitate to take that. The men don't. We haven't taken except for Ravichandran Ashwin did it in the IPL, but Sachin Tendulkar, Sehwag, they refused. You have seen a couple of occasions where Ashwin did it, and Sehwag was the captain who refused to take that wicket. He refused and actually aborted his appeal. That is beautiful. He is timing the ball so well. Straight to the fielder, but he's looking good over there, Amit Raj. He's an accident. You have had a movie, Accidental Prime Minister. He's an accidental promotion, but he's doing a great job. Vinod's position would be in danger if he plays well. Vinod, you would be asked to bat down. You know, this having a close watch, you may never know from where you get your competitor. You might just see some accidental hero sprouting up over here. He might be a good thing for the team though, because they have some good set of all rounders. They have good players, good batters, good bowlers. Not everyone is a superstar here, but they are contributing. And that's what is more important. That's very well run. So it's a team, Camp Rangers, that you cannot say they are the teams with a lot of superstars in. They are not the team with a very strong packed batting lineup, but they are the team which can beat any team if they play well, and they can be defeated by any team if the opposition plays in their average or good performance. So a team which is a very good set of players and is an ideal team to be a dad's team. This man is their one of their better batsmen actually. He is one of their stars. We know this is a good all rounder, but Anshul, if you want to see some good left-handers in the tournament, he is one of them. Rahul Pandey, this time not for the Mankat, but he just lost his run up. 41 for 1. 2 runs in this over so far. Anshul might just try and go into that mid wicket corner region against his bowling, because he would be bowling with the pads. Oh my god. Was that another Mankat attempt, or he's losing his run up? This might be on the leg stump though. Yeah, it is on the leg stump. But leading edge. Oh, fortunately, just a run. Anshul would have been aghast if that wicket was gone, because he had to wait for the ball 3 times. And if he had got out, he would have been really disturbed. That was bound to be on the leg stump. The idea was right, the execution wasn't that great. That was a big reprieve now for Anshul. The man with the gloves, he couldn't get close to that. That's a leading edge. That would be, oh my god, just short. So good fortune for Amit Raj. Perhaps he's destined to play a bigger knock today. Perhaps he's destined to have some more fun with the bat. So some good fortune going the Rangers' way. In fact, the Blasters' way. The Rangers would be just ruining the fact that two opportunities gone begging in the circle. So many fielders in the circle in the power play. They should be pouching both of them. That wasn't much footwork over there, but his good hands. As first run was taken so slowly, any opportunity of the second just gets completely destroyed if you run the first one that slow. They ran so well. One of the best run innings of the tournament. They ran so well. The Camp Rangers, OS Blasters. The running wasn't that great on that occasion. 5 overs, 43 for 1. A very good over in which he just considered 4 runs. And lot many times he just missed his run up over there. So Amit Raj has got 13 of 9. Anshul has got a great start to the team. What great start he had. 3 boundaries in that second over against knows it's a good bowler. Beautifully hit off the back foot. Anshul comes on strike. He's got 23 of 15. 45 for 1 in the sixth over. It's a great score. 46 they had managed in the first 6 overs when they batted. So it's almost in parity right now. Amit Raj, that wasn't a great choice of shot. Perhaps on the front foot would have been a better choice, hitting it down the ground. Last 3 4 balls of the power play, hitting it down the ground, but they have some protection, I think, over there. Yes, there is wideish long off. But Amit, he should be trying to go into that covers or maybe downtown. That would have been a better option for him. Oh yes, he let it go like Ravichandran Ashwin did against Nawaz. That would be three wides. Oh, that is a gift just before Christmas. That ball turned beautifully though. Harish had a nice turn on it. If he gets it in the right area, Harish, he would create problems. Good sharp turn for him. Unfortunately, down the leg side. Of the inside half of the bat, they take the first one. Would they go for the second? No, they won't. Anshul against the off spinner would be interesting to watch now. What is Anshul going to try? He just got a leading edge the previous occasion, so he was on the edge the last time he faced the ball. What will he do now? Will he go for that sweep shot again? He hit that wonderful sweep shot in his previous occasion against this bowler. Oh, that is beautifully cradled. Again, a good shot. Just a solitary run for a very good shot, but good fielding effort. 50 in the sixth over, the last ball of the power play. Getting a 50 in the power play is always good. 47, 48 is also good. But getting more than 8 runs per over in the first 6 overs, it is great achievement. Uh, Amit Raj is having the right ideas to go downtown though. 6 overs done and dusted. 50 for the loss of Anand Jain. So 50 runs on the scorecard. They still need 88 runs to win this one in the remaining 72 balls. The difference between the number of balls and the number of balls and the runs required is of 16, which is quite manageable. But it can, if with some good bowling, if the gap is widened, it would create some trouble. What a shot again! Good pickup shot into the square leg region. It would be another boundary. What beautiful batting this is! That is the thing I was saying in that first innings where he just gave a couple of runs away in the field, misfielding. I said he is a compact batsman, a left-hander who is their important force. He is showing what good force he is. He is just applying some great pressure on the opposition, also taking his team closer to the victory. They also have Piyush Patel to come. They have Arun Madhu to come. They have Vinod in the side as a good batter. So 3 4 very good players. Again another hit going down the leg side. Beautiful exploitation of the bowling along his body. He's just come into the line of the ball and has swiveled to hit. That is the third boundary in the same vicinity which he has hit, and with the same idea, coming into the line of the ball and hitting it down the leg side. So all that idea of cramping the batsman, not giving him room, and bowling into his body is just backfiring for them now. So Bharat has been greeted with a couple of boundaries. He was the one who got a few boundaries going. He got that beautiful sixer in that covers. He's getting the taste of his own medicine. Oh, that's a fantastic comeback, a big appeal. Oh, that's a big breakthrough. Anytime the ball is pitched right up, he might be arguing that the ball was going with an angle. The problem was he was seated in that off and middle, and even with that angle, it would have just hit the leg stump. That is the reason he was given out. When you are hit directly and on the full, very little chance you have as a batter, even if there is an angle with the left-hander, which was he was bowling. It might have hit the leg stump, and because he shuffled quite a lot on the as a fantastic inning comes to an end, a promising inning. That's a good call. When he sees the replay, he will understand it would have crashed into middle and leg. In fact, it wasn't a hit on the full, it was the half volley which he missed. The slower ball doing the trick. Perhaps he became too greedy to hit another hat trick of boundaries. Fantastic innings. He has given his time side a great start. 33 from Arjun Loda, and he has got his team into a position of strength. Almost 70% of the team's score runs being scored by that man on your screen. So he almost got 70% of the runs for his team. That's a great start provided by the left-hander, and that's a big breakthrough for the Camp Rangers. They might have a small opening now because Anshul was just running away with the game. Watch out for Vinod. Vinod, he did not bowl today because of that dodgy finger, that plastered finger, but he has come with to bat, and he has a great start for him. He is one of their team's correct batter. He's one of those players who is the backbone of the team when it comes to batting. On the pads, he turns it away beautifully for another set of. In fact, it would go all the way. No, will they run the third? Yes, they do run the third one. Good running from Amit Raj Sen. In fact, just a couple. I thought they would take a three. In fact, it's not great running at all. I would take my words back. That deserved a 3 4. But he would be happy, 2 balls, two couples, 4 runs in 2 balls. Strike rate of 200. A good start for Vinod. Two couples in two different directions. That's nicely played. That's the reason. More correct player who has a strong technique. Also, he can keep the run flow. One of the better ball batsmen of the side. 62 for 2. at the end of 7 overs. So 62 for 2. So they are off to a great start. Almost 9 runs per over. Oh, that's a great catch. And Amit Raj did not wait for the umpire's call. He has walked on. He must be aghast because he was looking good, Amit Raj. Unfortunate, under edge, and that's a great catch. He was looking good. He's absolutely aghast because he was hitting it off the middle of the bat. He was looking good. And once you have a good feeling that you're trying and middling everything, and you get out of nowhere, you feel really bad. That is one of those disappointed faces of a batter who just feels broken after that catch. Good catch. He took it easily. Aditya, he can score 65 runs for his team in just 40 balls. He can get 50% of the runs, but he can keep so well. So, all the attributes of the most valuable player of the team. Fantastic wicket keeping skills. And he did it with an utter ease actually. Those edges aren't easy. Even international players find it difficult because edges fly very quickly and minutest of the reflections are hard to pick and pouch. So he did it with a relative ease. Arun Madhu and it is Vinod 62 for 3. So it's very interesting now. 12.5 overs remaining. In fact, 11.5 overs remaining to get 76 runs. The next over is going to be crucial because they still have that challenge over in the bank. So if they get 12 runs, maybe challenge 6 and get 12. Oh, that's a very poor delivery. And that's a gift to the new batter. Oh, missed out. Arun would feel missed out because his eyes would have been lit up actually with that ball. A leg spinner, they can be expensive, but they can provide you with wickets. The leg spinner got the wicket of the first ball which he bowled, and they will always provide you some excitement, the leg spinners. That was slightly on the leg stump. He must pitch the ball up. That's good length, good line. Great length, and he's got a great bounce actually. Leg spinners, if they get bounce, they become dangerous. Nice bounce on the ball. Nice, smooth action. Almost Shane Warne like the action. But the length and line, he needs to work a lot on it. The very nice, smooth action. Approach towards the wicket. Almost Shane Warne like. That is beautifully turned away. Slightly short. Getting the right length is not an easy art. Adam Zampa, when in his initial days, even now, in his first 2-3 balls, he will have both the fielders on the offside and leg side, the sweeper, and on the both sides, very deep into the boundary because it is not easy to get the length directly right on the very first ball. After a couple of balls, maybe an over, he gets them inside the circle. So having control with the leg spinning is very difficult. He is one of the premier leg spinners of the world, if not the best. But even he struggles in the first few balls. Shane Warne used to bowl it with absolute I would say accuracy, but very difficult to get the right length. Oh, that is beautifully bowled, but nicely tapped. He would love this kind of bowling because he's a master at playing spin. Arun. These are their two probably best batters to be there. 65 for 3, 8 overs done and dusted. I shouldn't be saying that because Anshul is their premier batter, and these two right now are their best possible options to be there. 6 would be an ideal number for them. So Bharat was being hit for a couple of boundaries. He has made a great comeback. He batted really well, hitting those long sixes and a boundary which he got that cameo has helped his team and he's bowling well against Arun Madhu, who is a good player of spin. Oh, that's a cracking hit. That would have broken some part of his feet. That was hit very hard. That's super effort. I hope he's alright. Arun would just go and inquire about his well being. That was hit so very hard. A brave effort to come into the way of the ball, which was hit so hard. I hope he's alright. The ball was hit so hard. And Rahul, he is already injured last week when he came here. The physio gave him a lot of treatment, and that is so brave. and he is a strong guy, but that was hit with a lot of brute force. Good on him, actually. Really appreciable that even in spite of being hit so hard, he's still there standing for his team. He's their important bowler. I think he's bowled 3 overs or 2 overs. Maybe he has taken wickets. Rahul. He's bowled 3 overs, so he has still 1 over remaining. So he would definitely be bowling that fourth one. Again, the ball going in his direction. Watch out for Arun. What a cracking hit that was! But hitting straight the fielder at covers actually. Rahul was in the firing line. I just forgot Piyush Patel also. Piyush Patel is still there. So don't forget his batting. He is a batsman who used to bat at the opening position. He also participates in SMPL where he bats in that number 1 to 3 position. 67 for 3. 6 run challenge it is. It's snuck through. Oh, they should have gone for it. They should have risked that. 4 balls and they've got 3. 2 balls in which to get 3. And if Arun, these both batsmen are capable of even hitting it off the last ball even. 1 ball 4 needed, 1 ball 3 needed. These two guys can do it. But Bharat is bowling a fantastic challenge over. They have taken a option of Bharat. Oh, he missed out. It is 3 of 1. Still, I would say it is a 50-50% chance because this guy is capable of hitting it for a boundary. Vinod. 3 needed of 1. Now that's a great over. Bharat has bowled a really good challenge over and they have won the challenge. The Camp Rangers. The score remains on 65. This has got them right back into the con. If they had got this 12 runs, they would have been completely out of the contest. But Bharat's good effort has kept them in the hunt. In fact, has got them strongly back with that maiden over. Because 765 plus 12, 77, and with just 60 runs to gain, it would have been an easy option. Sixty-five for 3, 9 overs remaining, in which to get the remaining runs. 73 of them. The run rate, which was 7 runs per over needed, has gone on to 8 runs per over. That's a gift. A full toss, just a single. So missed out twice. The full tosses are the balls which can claim your wickets even. So you need to be careful in converting them. Karan, he has taken a wicket, but because of the dew, the ball has slipped out of his hands a couple of times. That is the problem when you decide to bat first. There is a danger of dew coming in. Last 2 3 days there wasn't any dew. Today, with no wind blowing, the dew has come and it has started posing problems for the team bowling second. Down the ground for a single, 67 for 3. 71 needed now of the remaining 52 balls. Every time the ball has rolled onto the turf, there some dew has made the ball moist. Yeah, showing some respect to some good bowling. Arun showing some restraint, wants to play a longer innings, wants his team to win. So that's good. By Arun showing some application, wants to dig deep there, wants to see his team through. That is Arun special. He can hit the ball hard. Super work. Saved 3 runs. In fact, all 4 runs for his team. He refused that single. That is a first. Not taking that single. He would try and hit him over the park, I think. That's a cracking hit. What a shot that is. He refused a single for that precise reason. It takes some courage to refuse a single. Arun just so much confidence on display. Super shot that was. He's confident of handling the leg spinner and he played a fantastic sweep shot. A paddle sweep getting him 4 runs. That's his first boundary. So good to see Arun Madhu displaying that kind of confidence. He was very confident fielder. He was a very good bowler today. He just giving 20 runs and taking 2 wickets. He might hit this one out of the park, or there would be an opportunity for a wicket. In fact, he cuts it hard. Oh, another boundary. Consecutive boundaries. He refused the single, but got 2 boundaries in the last and second last ball. So the 2 boundaries has put them right on top in this chase. Just imagine the situation of Aditya. He has to bat almost for the whole length of the first innings. Then he has to go at both ends, orchestrate the fielding, do some good wicket keeping. It's a tough job. Very little time for him to even take rest in the outfield because every ball he needs to be alert. He has to bend. He has to get ready. That will take a lot of toll on the back. Wicket keeper is not easy. Just imagine Dhoni doing it for so many years. He needs to concentrate for the whole 19 overs, 18 overs, whatever. He cannot drop his guard. He has bowled well though. Those his seam up deliveries, he has bowled with a lot of passion. Bharat, he was taken for 2 boundaries of his first 2 balls. Then he got that big wicket of Anshul. And after Woods bowling that maiden over, the chilling that challenge over, and now again bowling some right line and length. That's good fielding. Super fielding, in fact, by Rahul Pandey. The very same player who was hit so badly. Played with soft hands. They should be running the first one quickly. They would get a brace over there. The fielder was quite deep because it was played with soft hands. So there was an opportunity for them to go for the second one. So Bharat has bowled really well though. Yes, if Bharat can get a wicket of either of them, they would be right back into the contest. It is still a match in 60-40, I would say. The Rangers still have 40% of chance of winning. Right now, the team chasing it slightly on top. Single to take them to 78. This is going to be interesting because Arun would have seen his movement going away. If by any source, by any kind of straight delivery, if he gets to ball to come in, yes, that was very well bowled and equally well played. He has fielded so very well. The fielder at wideish long on. The last ball of Bharat's third over. Super figures his look. First over 12 runs, then a maiden, then now 4 runs in this over so far. Let's see whether Vinod goes for a big one on this one because just 4 runs in this over, he might be tempted to find a boundary. Yes, he goes there. What a shot this is! And one bounce into the fence. That's the reason he is their premier batter. And he was going to not let that over go unnoticed. He made an impact at the last ball of the over. Dancing down the ground against some good bowling of Bharat. He converts a good ball into a scoring opportunity, gets a boundary down the ground. Fantastic hit. Almost Robin Uthappa like. 83 for 3 at the end of 11 overs. So Amish comes into bowl. He batted really well for his 24. He gave a bright start to his team along with Aditya. Comes into bowl. Off the back foot. Some indifferent kind of fielding. 2 runs added to the total. Arun, he looks very sharp today. He looks very committed. He has looked dominating from the very first ball. Got those 2 wonderful boundaries. And Vinod, that last boundary was a statement making boundary. What a cracking hit that is. That will race away for a boundary. No one's going to stop that. There is long off. There was long on. But that was hit very hard. This is the Arun Madhu who's capable of doing such wonderful things. He is doing it in the last match of the league. Cracked down the ground. That's his second boundary. That has taken the score to 88, 89 in fact, and his total to Arun Madhu has got 18. He got 3 of just 7 balls. In fact, just 3 of 7 balls. But things have changed in the last 6, 7 balls which he has faced. Oh, that's it will fall in no man's land, I think. Yes, it does. That's some good fortune for this man. He moves on to 19. He wants to take things in his own hand, wants to be a little aggressive. That's a good mindset to have. And Arun, if he has to dominate the bowling because he's a player who has great caliber. So why not use your caliber, be confident, and do things. Played with soft hands. Oh, they finally go against taking going for the second. 91 for 3. Two balls remaining in this over. Amish, he's bowling his first over. Watch out for the big shot coming. Watch out long off and long on, especially long on. This ball is going to sail over his head or an attempt chance for long on to take the catch. Oh, you went for it. This is good bowling, Amish. Almost got the big wicket of Arun Madhu. So another option would be of him to sweep this bowler now, because left hammer, if he tries to bowl into his pads, sweeping would be a better option. That's outside the off stump this time. The idea was right. He was thinking that Arun Madhu would dance down the track, so he bowled it wide. So that was some smart thinking, Brahmish. This time he's losing control. He's slightly worried about his big swing of the bat. That is timed well. Oh my god, so unfortunate for the bowler. The rub of the green going Arun Madhu's way this time. That shot did not deserve a boundary because it could have been a catch if the ball fielder had been slightly more enterprising. But this one was short of him though. Oh, can't blame him, can't blame him. It was away from him and he just shot off. You can't be blaming the fielder over there. It was some shot with some good timing which just sped away. So 97 they are just 41 runs away from the win now. 6 overs and 41 runs. 36 balls, 41 runs to win. Ninety-eight for 3. They're just 40 away from the win. Harish has bowled well. He's bowled well in patches. Given away a few runs in his first over. And this would be good interesting matchup between these two. That is very well bowled. Almost as Nathan Lyon's bowling style. That off spinner. In fact, the best off spinner right now in world cricket. Similar kind of run up and similar kind of attitude of bowling. He's one of the best actually of this time. Would love to ask him who's his favorite bowler. This time it will race away for another boundary. Arun Madhu is just dealing in boundaries now. He was slightly fortuitous. He got the rub of green today and is making use of all his good fortune. High risk and high reward for Arun Madhu. He has just taken his team closer to the victory. In fact, he has taken them to a position of strength from where it would be taking very much for them to lose from here. They would play very badly to lose from this point of time. He got to go for another. He does go for another, a big one, and this is down the ground. Smacked. The cars which were parked were in danger. And The way he's batting, he'll make up for whatever lost time we have today. Whatever delay has happened, he might just finish this off early. His Arun is playing like Arun today. He's got 33 of 20. He might go for another. He won't be bothered now. He's just playing like a free bird today. This is the Arun we would love to see. That's nicely bowled, equally well played for a single, playing with soft hands. 34 years got of 21, 109 for 3. The last ball of the 13th over. Carved beautifully for a solitary run. So it would be Vinod who will keep strike. 110 for 3, just needing 28 to win this one in the next 5. Amish bowled a really good last over, so he's an ideal kind of bowler against these two batters because they're trying to go big. So he might be taken for a few runs, Amish, but he might take their wickets in the process even. He was slightly expensive in the previous over, 14 runs. They just walk the single. These two are the most experienced batters. In fact, he is a more reliable batter than Arun. We know he would give you that assurance of staying there. Yes, I got his good part over there. 17 of 18. Arun, meanwhile, has been the one who has got all those runs in double quick time. He is a prime candidate for the man of the match. If they win this one, he would be right there, straight to the fielder. He has already injured a few of them. Again, it was hit straight into his body. Bharat this time in the line of fire. 1-1-2 for 3. Watch out for extra cover shot. The shot in the extra cover. He might just go into that extra cover region. In fact, he goes downtown. Has hurt his hand. He's got a plastered finger. He's playing with that injured hand for his team. He takes his game very serious and at times he gets agitated. He loses his temper at times, but he is one of the premier players. 1-1-3 for 3. What a shot! Carved for a boundary. That is his best shot. Fantastic hit. That's what I was saying. Watch out for extra cover. He has got it. Not from the same batsman, the other one doing the same job. Yeah. He looks the Arun Madhu, which is expected to play like him. And today, after he is just in pain right now, he is retired out. Is Vinod. He's retired hurt right now because of the dodgy finger. He can go back again if needed. They have got into a position of relative safety, so no point aggravating the injury which he has. So that's good. So Punit is a new batter in. Arun Madhu, he's got on to 38. He might get another boundary. Just a solitary run to take him to 39 and the score to 118. They need 20 more. Arun needs 10 more. Some good fortune for Arun, and they were not able to get Arun's wicket. They are. He's got out of the first ball. That kept low for him. Punit was so excited to go and bat. He gets out. He's the fantastic left-hander. Would love to watch his play. Piyush can hit big sixes. Watch out for Piyush. You may like people batting. Vinod batting. You may like Anshul's batting. You may even appreciate Arun's batting. Watch out for this man even. Piyush Patel can hit some long sixes. Especially against the spinners, he can hit the ball a long way. Rahul Pandey comes into bowl that last over. 3 overs and 20, and 4 overs and 20 to win. Another wicket here, and a couple of wickets in this over, or an over in which he gives not more than 2-3 runs might get them back into the contest. 4 overs 20, they need Rahul to bowl an over, not more than 3-4 runs. So they would have the small opening to come back into the contest. But with Arun there, he might just finish it off early. That's a wide to start. Will he throw the caution to the wind, or will he be little safer against this man? Watch out long off and long on, because Arun is going to hit the ball in that direction. Watch out long off and long on. Big hit coming in the air. In fact, he leads. Let's that go. Such a good bowler faltering in the fag end of the innings. They needed him to bowl a good over. They needed him to pick a wicket. He's their reliable bowler. He's given away a couple of fights. Cracking it into the coast. No one's going to stop that one. He moves on to 44 with that cracking, crisp cover drive. 120. Just 14 needed now. 14 needed in the next 3.5 overs. We won't go that length if Arun Madhu decides to go really hard. If they fail to put the ball in the right areas, He might finish this off in this over itself. You might just go 3 overs early. 124, 14 needed. He's on 44. He might get his 50 on the very next ball. 44, he hit that into extra cover. Now the long off is slightly on the wideish side. So wideish long off they have, who might try and cover that extra cover region and the region down the ground. He might hit it down even, straight above the bowler's head. He does go into the mid wicket cow corner. That would be a couple of runs if they run well. Oh, Piyush, he has to scamper back. Even he is a batsman who loves to take strike. They take a couple. Piyush wants to keep strike. Arun does not want to give. This is almost like two guys fighting to get on strike on a Sunday afternoon in the building match. They would like to keep strike. 126 for 4. That's a cracking hit. That would be, oh, good stop. He saved 3 runs for his team. He moves on to 47. The score to 127. Piyush Patel, if the ball is in his arc, even he can go big. He has a pretty strong technique, and if the ball is in his arc, he can deposit it over the ropes even. Oh, that's what I was talking. He has a strong technique and also very aggressive mindset. Very calm and nice fellow and mellowed down one when you talk to him personally. But when it comes to cricket, he is pretty hard. 128. 128 for 4. 10 needed now. 10 away they are now. That's down the leg side. Third wide of the over. 1 to 9 for 4. Just 9 needed now. 2 balls remaining. He's on 47. That would be his 50. That's a cracking hit. He thumped it down the ground, tapped it with a lot of force to get a well deserved 50. Finally, he is playing to his potential. I've been saying this all throughout all the 3 matches. One match was aborted because of weather. This is what Arun Madhu is capable of. He's just showing a glimpse of his ability in this match. Such a good bowler. He bowled first 3 overs so well. This he just sprayed all around in this last over. 5 to win. Last ball of the 15th over. That is so selfish. The full toss, he just wanted to keep strike. Just a shot away to win this one. I don't know what the strategy they were discussing. 4 to win now. No ball. 3 to win now. He just finishes all that stuff. Hits it and finishes it off. Game, set, and match. So Piyush Patel finishes it in one blow. So the Blasters have won this one with 6 wickets in hand and 11 balls to spare.